Hello, Becca. Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon. Hill's in the house. How are you doing, Hill? How's Washington, D.C.? Are you there yet? Sleepy Becca is in the house. And there's Andy. Hello, Rob. And Christina. Welcome, everybody. Happy Friday. How are you guys doing? How was your Friday? How's the start of the day? How's the end of the day? How's the middle of the day? Just how the hell are you? How are you guys doing? Or you're just doing? It's gonna be one of those days, everybody. Probably not a lot of anybody on YouNow since playlist DC is going on. I guess we'll just have to kind of struggle and survive as best we can, huh? We can move along. Hey, Christina. So if I'm more inactive, it's because I'm going back to work. Oh no! How come you're going back to work? Well, I mean, that would be a good thing, wouldn't it? I mean, congratulations. I don't know. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, thank you for the 100 likes. So, Christina, how are you doing? Are Luke and I the MK to your Bob? And I think MK and Bob have like a love-hate relationship. So, I mean, kind of, sort of, yes, you guys are, but, you and Luke are more, it's a love-love relationship, you know what I mean? It's not, because all I see is MK getting pissed off at Bob all the time and crying and, and I don't think that happens with you guys. So, you'll miss everyone. Well, we'll miss you too, Beckham. But, we all have to work. Jessica, thank you for the 50 likes. So I wonder if Hill got like logged out or something, or he's just kind of lurking. Because I don't think I've ever seen him watch a broadcast. Sleepy Becca, thank you for inviting your fans. Well, you know what? It's too bad nobody's here. I mean, the important people are here. That's you guys. But they're gonna miss out because I've got a rant. I went to Burger King last night. Rip all the Bob subs. You know what? I let my subscription go. I didn't renew it to Bob. And it's not because I don't want to support Bob. I do like supporting Bob. But the problem is, you now takes a cut of that subscription money as well. I thought all of that went to the broadcaster. No. No, you now has got to get their money grubbing scum fingers in it, and sometimes those broadcasters have to fight in order to get their sub money. And payday is like once a month for those guys, right? But it takes them between 5 and 10 days to cut a check. So you could get paid anywhere between the 5th and the 10th of the month. But this month, because Playlist DC is going on right now, and Monday is a holiday, they might not get paid until like the 12th or something like that. How do you run a business that way? Here, we're going to pay you on a monthly basis whenever we get around to it. How do they not have their billing system automated? I mean, are they so inept? Are they so incompetent that it takes them 10 days to do their billing? Really? Yeah, Rob, I filled out another application. This will be the fourth week in a row. Let's see if they ignore my application again today. And of course, they might use the excuse, oh, everybody's at Playlist DC. Nobody there to review applications. But whatever. But they haven't replied to my last three applications. They haven't even given me the chain, not the chain letter, but the canned message that says, you suck, you're not ready. You found Urson? Like, what, like in person? I mean, what, you stalking him? He applied last week, and I believe he was denied. But I think, I think those of us animated broadcasters that are trying to bring something new and innovative to the platform, after they screwed up with Grant Tatted, I think I don't think that they are going to partner any of us that are using this software. I think there's some kind of stigma against it. They would rather have live humans sitting in front of the camera doing absolutely nothing than somebody bring something innovative and new to the platform. What did he do? Grant Tatted? He, and for all intents and purposes, he copied me, literally. Using the software, using the Red Panda, calling himself Foxy, changing the colors and the looks of everything to look exactly like me. Uh, and would he would come in and watch me and then steal my material. Oh, that, yeah. So I think I think they're just kind of gun shy now, or something. I don't know. They don't want the drama. I don't know exactly what, but I think there's a stigma with those of us that are using the software now. So I mean, what other? Of course, the fact that I tell you guys not to spend money on me. Don't waste your money buying YouNow bars. I don't know. Maybe that. But for me, why would I encourage you guys to pay YouNow for my hard work? I mean, does that make sense to you? I'm going to bust my ass broadcasting on a daily basis, trying to come up with content, trying to engage with you guys and bring something new, and then have you pay them for what I'm doing? I don't know. That it just doesn't make sense to me. But if you do want to support me, I do have a PayPal account, paypal.me/officialfox. I know, Mello. And, or you could buy me a coffee, ko-fi.com/officialfox. Buying me a coffee is just a euphemism for supporting me, sending me money. 100% of the money spent on buying me a coffee goes directly to me. So, and it's the same with the PayPal. So, just wants their cut of the money. They don't partner you. That's silly talk. Random Nature, how are you doing? Oh, Grant Catted, thank you for the applause. Alright, so guys, I have to rant. I went to Burger King last night. Oh, here's my Burger King bag. A Burger King, a special order, double Whopper with cheese. You can't really read it. No pickles. Double Whopper with cheese, no pickles. Rob, thank you for inviting your fans. So here is well, wasn't that just great? Stop. Fine, I'm gonna hold it. Oh sure, now that I don't want it to come off, it does. Whatever. So here's the double Whopper. So double, uh, to me, double means two. Two patties, right? Do you notice? What's wrong with this? Uh, how many of those two? It seems to be a bit missing. And no pickles. What's that? What's this? What is that? And where's the cheese? They charged me for a double Whopper with cheese, no pickles. They gave me a Whopper. It's so squished, yeah, because well, I mean, I ate most of it until I bit into the pickles and realized I ordered it without the pickles. How difficult? It's on the bag. Double Whopper, cheese, no pickles. How difficult is it to read and just verify? Well, here's the problem, Becca. I went through the drive-through, right? So I went to a movie last night, drove 30 miles to go to the movie, and then it got out in time for me to go to Burger King, and I haven't been to Burger King for a while. Usually if you call, they will put your name on the wall and give you something next time. Well, yeah, so Random Nature, I'm going back tonight, because there's a new movie, Lucky Logan or Logan Lucky, something like that. So I'm going back to see that tonight, and I saved this. I'm taking it with me. My Taco Bell is the worst with that. I actually pull over now and check the bag before I leave. Well, I do that at the Taco John's here because it seems like every fast food place that I go through the drive-through. Oh, it's that guy. Let's screw him over. So the last time I went to Taco John's, I got like two tacos, potato olays, which is just their, like tater tots or whatever, and nacho cheese so I could dip them. They didn't give me the cheese. They charged me for it. They didn't give it to me. And I looked in the bag before I drove away, and I'm like, and I'm knocking on the window, and then they didn't even come back to the window. I waited for like 5 minutes, and then they're like, "Oh, here's your cheese." So when I go into the store at Domino's, they don't listen to my order, but online they do. Oh, the Pizza Hut here. I ordered a pizza online, and it was a meat lovers pizza, and they only had pepperoni on it. I don't know, either they gave me a wrong person's order, but I took it back, and I'm like, I said, "So where's the sausage? Where's the beef? Where's the bacon on this meat lover?" And the girl looked at the pizza, and she goes, "I don't know." Well, you charged me for it. And they go, th- they asked me, "What? Would you want a new pizza?" I said, "Well, I paid for a meat lovers. It'd be kind of nice if I got a meat lovers." It's like, what? Angie, hola, how are you doing? Where's the sausage? That's what she said. Random nature. Come on. I'm gonna eat a pizza. I know it's pizza time. I know. I like. What do you want? Do, do you want another? Do you want another one, or do you just want to take that? Well, I don't know. You charged me like an extra $5 for a meat lovers. Um, either you refund me all of my money, or damn straight you better make me another one. But the nice thing was they let me keep the pepperoni. Hello, Brendan. Welcome. When we don't get our meat, we get cranky. That's right. Damn it! Don't screw around. Domesticated red pandas do, Big Roger. Not a troll. Thank you for the 50 likes. So everybody, don't forget to share the broadcast. Feel free to double tap on the likes a couple times and then type in chat to get your coins back. Yeah, believe it or not, red pandas are carnivores. They actually are meat eaters, but for some reason they choose to eat bamboo. What's up with that? I did share what you were ranting about. Big Roger, thank you for inviting your fans. Cat, lay down. You can't sit in front of the camera. So everybody, there is a food cam for today. Actually, it's more of like a fishy cam. I have sardines. We've got lightly smoked sardines. We've got sardines in a mustard sauce and Brickleberry looks smoked mussels. I I don't really like the mussels. I don't like oysters. Yeah, they were on sale for $1. So Angie, thank you for inviting your fans. Hey, Dark Grantologist, thank you for inviting your fans. Are you busy later? I want to download a game, but need you to check this stuff for. I don't know. Heading back out of town to watch a movie tonight. Send me a link for the game that you want to download. I'll take a look at it. We need to get you red panda gloves. Yeah, instead of the cheetah gloves, the vegan cheetah gloves. Fishy Cam, I was wondering if it was Chicken Boy in a can. No, Chicken Boy. What a national day. We'll get to that here shortly. Murphy! Hello, how are you doing? Yeah, National Chicken Boy. What? So I did go to see Wind River last night. Angie, thank you for 800 likes. Oh my god, Angie, thank you for 1200 likes. You are now the #1 fan, Angie. Fusion Fall Red. That looks like a Roblox game. Multiplayer news. Alright, I'll take a look at it afterwards. So Angie, Andy, I guess that means you've activated. Oh, another 4 minutes, 2,000. No, it's 1600. Now we're to the... And Sleepy Becca throwing out the 400 likes. See, that's more like it. A slow start to the Friday, everybody. Just took everybody a little bit to get up to speed. Thank you so much for the 150 likes, Angie. 200 likes, Angie. So I guess I'd have to say, Angie, you have activated. I am okay. My first time seeing you. Well, Murphy Carl, welcome. And thank you for coming to my broadcast. Pops is in the house. So, Angie, you have activated the fishy cam. Good morning, Pops. How is your Friday? I downloaded it and I get the message saying the thing can't be found. Oh, isn't that interesting? What are the choices again? We have mussels, smoked mussels. So I have no. I, we have sardines in light oil. Oh, oil lightly smoked. Sorry. Pops, thank you for the 50 likes. And then we have sardines in mustard sauce. Okay, eat the smoked mussels. Are you sure you wouldn't want a sardine? Either one of the sardines? You really have to go for the mussels on a Friday. Let me see. Nope. Not gonna change your mind, huh? Alright, fine. I want a sardine. This have a best. You know, I forget to check. There's the box. Why not do both? No, that's not how this game is played, Brendan. It has a lot number. Why isn't there an expiration? Isn't food supposed to have expiration dates? I don't see... I don't see an expiration date anywhere. Uh, oh, come on, open up. um, might not be able to eat the mussel. Oh, seriously? Alright, take a look at this, everybody. Right here. I don't know. I'm gonna do it this way. Right here, right at this edge, right here, there's a kink, and it's not going past that. Don't get diarrhea. Whoops, hello. Yeah, but you don't care about expiration dates. What? With fish? I, I, you're right, Becca. But you know what? It would be nice to know if I'm gonna eat something that's going to... Oh, there we go. If I'm gonna eat something that potentially would give me diarrhea. Or give me food poisoning, or something like that. Good luck. So it it I suppose they don't look too bad. It smells like smoke. Yeah, Sean, but we don't talk about it. But we most certainly don't put it in chat. If everybody could spam the chat with something and clear the chat, that would be great. You'll be watching the movie, and every 20 minutes you need to use the little fox room. Something like that. I wonder. Spam, spam, spam. I suppose I could spam my own chat. Oh, look at that, everybody. Good job spamming the chat. I'm now trending. Woohoo! I want some spam now. We did a spam cam one time. There was chorizo spam and turkey spam. All right. Oh my god. Here it is, everybody. Oh, why were we spamming again? Because somebody was talking about Fox Rig. No, Fox Club. Whatever. The software. The moment of truth. Alright, here we go. Oh my god. Ah. Alright, I'm not quite sure how I feel about this. No. Well, alright, this is interesting. I have mixed emotions. Brendan, thank you for inviting your fans. I only did 2,000. Gonna have to eat. You want the second one, Angie, to be the muscle as well? How about let's do that because we've opened the can and there's a bunch of it. The flavor isn't so bad. I was expecting a really, really fishy flavor, but I didn't get that. But is it too early to just sip the juice? It's an oil, Becca. It's not. Ugh, no, no. To sip the juice, I don't know. That's like a that's like a helicopter or something. Ew. But the consistency of the muscle is almost like a blood consistency. Like it almost reminded me of liver. I don't know. Jinx is she just kind of doing her own thing here, getting in the way as always, ignoring me, ignoring everybody. Just kind of sitting there. Okay, but you need to be partnered so I can annoy you with flying comment. What? All right. Well, like, we can hope and pray. Angie, thank you for the 500 likes. Going to town with all of the likes. Same. I take a green med pill that tastes like blood. Well, it's not really so much the taste. The taste, it has a smoky flavor. The consistency is really it's like when you eat a steak and you got a little bit of blood that is kind of congealed and been cooked. It's kind of like that. Alright, so don't mind the foot. She about kicked the can. Yeah, move. Yeah, oh, cat, get out of the way. Oh my god. There. Thank you. Alright, going for one more. No, she's not hungry. She wants attention. Alright, here we go. Hostess Factory is in the house. Yes, ooh, oysters. And oysters is what they is. Hostess Factory. Rochelle, hello. And, hmm. So, to be honest, I really was expecting a really strong fish type flavor, and it really isn't there. For real, brah. Thank you for inviting your fans. Yeah, I'm not really sure what they are. The dollar store, so can you really believe the label? Well, these are mussels. So, I think a bit different than oysters. Oysters just really have a strong, like fishy flavor or something. I don't know. I don't like them. But the mussels aren't so bad. Oh, man. Hold on, everybody. Abby, Renee, Garside, thank you for all of the likes. Abby, going to town, Abby. Thank you for all of the likes, Abby. Good point. Don't get food poisoning. Well, so Hostess Factory, we're expecting, or actually, Brendan has taken some predictions that during the show tonight, I'm gonna have to run to the little fox's room every 20 minutes. So, I don't know. I hope not. So, oh, wait, where is it? Hold on. I thought I added this, but apparently I didn't. Alright, everybody, you know what time it is? Throw up time. That's right. Hostess Factory. What do I win if my prediction is real? Well, what I can do, Brendan, is get your address, and I will ship you some poo. Today, everybody, it's the National Day calendar. And today, everybody, is National Food Bank Day. Alright, how can I do this? I did this wrong. Let's do this. This up here. No, not there. I'll pull it over here. Oh, for crying out loud. Ooh, I'm excited not to be sleeping Today is National Food Bank Day, everybody. When you wake up on the first Friday in September, make a commitment for National Food Bank Day to contribute to the cause that believes no one should go to bed hungry. You want to read it? I mean, we could do that, or here, we could just do. How about we just do this? There you go. So, when you wake up on the first Friday in September, make a commitment for National Food Bank Day to contribute to the cause that believes no one should go to bed hungry. King of Holy Grail, hello. Foxy, you weren't on yesterday or Wednesday night. I was on yesterday, Hostess Factory. I had to leave at 9:30 my time though. Had to take mom to a doctor's appointment. Hunger may be as close as your neighbor or your coworker or in the next cubicle. Their cupboards. Oh my god. Abby, OMG, oh my god. Wait, what? Do it again. Thank you so much. Abby, thank you. Where's my Felicia at? I don't know. It's not my day to watch her. And I don't know where Luke's at. Not my day to watch him either. Food banks across the country help some of the 42 million men, women, and children who struggle with putting food on the table. The reasons range from illness to job loss and a general change in circumstances that can happen to any one of us. You should get partnered for likes now. Thanks, Abby. And don't go away, Abby, because you've activated the food cam. And I was going to do a choice, but since we've busted open the oysters, I think we'll just roll with that. And does anyone ask where I am if I'm not here? They do, Beckham. I ask all the time. St. Mary's Food Bank was founded at National Food Day to recognize the outstanding contributions of food banks around the country and to commemorate the establishment of St. Mary's Food Bank by its founder John Van Hengel in 1967. John Van Hengel came up with the idea of grocery rescue and food banking, and the idea spread throughout the country, making St. Mary's Food Bank the very first in the world. Good job. I start throwing things at Fox if you're not here. I'm here too sporadically for anyone to notice I'm missing. Well, you come and you go. You go and you come. You, you spend your time supporting people in a contest that just end up giving up. You know how it is, random nature. Abby, thank you for inviting your fans. So, now every year in September 1st, people across the United States recognize National Chicken Boy Day in honor of his September 1st ceremonial birthday. Standing 22 feet tall and holding a bucket of chicken, this fiberglass statue of a boy with a chicken head stands along Route 66. Named after the former 1960s Chicken Boy restaurant, it is also known as the Statue of Liberty of Los Angeles. The iconic statue remained in place at the restaurant until the owner died in 1984. At that time, Chicken Boy was given to Los Angeles art director Amy Aniliu and was placed in storage until a suitable location could be found. Some 20 years later, Chicken Boy was moved to his new home at Aniliu's design firm. The result of the restoration of Chicken Boy was community effort and donated funds. Yay for Chicken Boy! Hello, James. How are you doing? Marmar, thank you for the 400 likes. And Marmar, thank you for inviting your fans. And there's Queen Sonia, who still hasn't created a new account yet. Which contest? Brendan has... Becca he's lying. He never asked yesterday. Yeah, Brendan has short-term memory loss. Brendan, you weren't even here yesterday. You came in at the end, so you don't go spreading false rumors, huh? Colonel Sanders. Queen Sonia, thank you for the applause. Which contest? You were supporting Nidev on the whole sub button thing, and he gave up like after the first 3 or 4 days or something. Yet you came in near the end, and together, what were you guys doing with each other? Alright, anyway, back to the National Calendar Day. Let's continue. Chicken Boy, National No Rhyme Nor Reason Day. September is filled with many reasons to celebrate, and some of the celebrations have no rhyme or reason. National No Rhyme Nor Reason Day, observed annually on September 1st, actually celebrates words in the English language which do not rhyme with any other words. Also known as refractory rhymes, these are words that poets try to avoid using in verse. Stuff and things. Joseph, hello. I have 4 bars left. I always say I'm done, then I get bored and I buy more. Today is EID today. Random Nature, thank you for the 4 bars. Happy EID. What is EID? So, some unrhymable words in the English language include orange, month, silver, spirit, chimney, purple, and woman. Today, everybody, is National Lazy Moms Day. National Lazy Moms Day occurs annually on the first Friday in September. Moms around the country view this day in different ways. The majority view the day as a holiday from laundry, dishes, carpools, and bathroom cleaning. Take a break, delegate the chores, place a moratorium on family feuds. That's how moms celebrate National Lazy Day. That's it, everybody. Those are National Food Bank Day, National Chicken Boy Day, National No Rhyme No Reason Day, and National Lazy Moms Day. There you have it. No, it's Waman. Eat Irresponsible Day. Orange and orange. No, that doesn't rhyme for me. Oh, I'll tell my mom that then. Okay. Alright, so everybody, let's do this. Where is it? Shall we do the news? I actually feel bad for James now. Without his sugar daddies, he never even gets top 10 now. So, there was some controversy. There were some issues with his sugar daddies. There's a reason that they're gone. I'm not... In my opinion, he was taken advantage of. Those sugar daddies, to be honest, need to go to jail. He got his partnership. He'll get some money coming in. He's what, 13, 14? You know, he can bank that money. You know, use it for spending money as he gets older or something. He'll be okay. I'm sure if he's really adamant about broadcasting, he will find his niche. He will figure something out, and I mean, he's got the potential to be popular, so he'll be fine. I think Benderal has I don't know about more potential, but Benderal has I think picked up the sugar daddies that James lost. If that's a good thing, I don't think it's a good thing, but Ben has a good head on his shoulders. I don't think he's going to make the mistakes that James made. Of course, the two are buddies, so Ben has learned a bit from James' mistakes as well. So I don't know. There's that. All right, everybody, it's the food cam. We have three, but he seems smarter. Has more protective parents, so should be safe. I know. Poor Ben. His parents just popping in. Although Ben has learned to mute his microphone when the parents show up. Yeah, he needs to. But he's taken lessons, so I think he will grow. Pookaroo! I love the name. Welcome. How was the movie night? So the movie was pretty good last night. It was Wind River. It was an hour and 45 minutes, and it dealt with the Wind River Indian Reservation in Wyoming. So apparently this movie was based on a true story where a girl had been killed, and an FBI investigator that just happened to be close was assigned to the case but wasn't really qualified. It wasn't her field uh, of investigating murders, but I don't, it was really interesting, and it dealt with a fish and wildlife services ranger that was basically tracking the killers. And for like the first hour and 20 minutes of the movie, it was all about tracking down, following the clues, and then all of a sudden, it's like just out of nowhere, they're having a flashback to how the murder happened. And it's like, what? Oh, wait. It's like, I don't know, they ran out of money in the budget or something? And so, now here's how the murder happened, and these are the murderers, and then there's a big gunfight, and and pretty much everybody involved, out of like 15, 20 people that were involved in the investigation, two people end up surviving. It's like, what? Wait, what? What just happened? So you got all this mystery and suspense, and then there's a huge gunfight, and there's action, and then there's a plot twist, and it's like, oh, okay. But it's still good. I would recommend going to see the movie. I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. Yeah, and it's going to be out next week. I think the hype and the scariness. I I wouldn't say a hot mess, Becca. But just a lot of suspense. They followed this Fish and Wildlife Services as he's tracking down the killers, and it really got me wanting to find out who the killers were. I mean, it engaged me and got me interested. So it was pretty cool, and I can't wait to see it. I am going tonight to see Lucky Logan, which has Tatum Chading, and it's about like a big NASCAR race where these guys are trying to rob and steal the money from the NASCAR. There is so much hype around it. I know. The It movie is going to be scary. It's meant to be scary. Although the apparently the original version was like a 4-episode TV series. It really wasn't as scary. Yeah, I know, Becca. I hope it doesn't either. Any thought to making your YouTube about movie reviews? I could throw in. So, Random Nature, we'll get to a segment here as soon as uh, as soon as I suck down 4 um, of the smoked mussels. I'm doing a little segment called In the News, or was it the Foxy News? It's a clown. It's scary in the movie. It is. It is, Queen Sonya. So what I'm going to do, and I'll show it to you, I've got some news segments, some news articles that I'm going to read. Um, just some news articles dealing mostly with the United States, but issues could be around the world. Um, just some things for entertainment, just to mix things up. And what my thought was is that I would change the YouTube to be that news segment, but what I could do is maybe a Friday edition that has a movie review. And I like that. I like your suggestion because it could change up the whole. It's not just every day of being in the news like everybody else does. All right, let's bust out the muscles here, the muscles, whatever they are. And we've got 3 to go. You know what we're gonna do? Look here. We're gonna go all badass and everything. Bloop, get on it. All 3 at once. No sense dragging it out, right? If I throw up, I throw up. Wait, where's my bucket? Alright, it's within reach. Okay, here we go. You know, okay, I think I know. I think I know why the consistency is the way that it is. Like when you soak things in water, the water kind of breaks it down, right? Well, I think that's what's happened here with the mussels. I think they've been soaking in that oil for too long, and it's just kind of broken them down. I don't know. So, Queen Sonya, I saw Jaws when I was a kid. Not kids, when I was a kid, and um, I wouldn't go swimming in the local pool for a couple years because I was afraid that Jaws would. I don't know. Somehow Jaws was in the pool. I don't know. Don't judge me. But yeah, Jaws. I think was probably the scariest when I was a kid. Now movies are just movies. It's just entertainment. Hey, King Holy Grail of God, how are you doing? I'm pretty good. Happy Friday. We're just about ready to bust out the news. So there's going to be that. But yeah, even scary movies that are, paranormal or stuff. I mean, now I just realized it's a movie, and I don't really let it get to me. I love the news when you do it. Well, here we go, everybody. Let's bust open the news. Rated R in third. It's just music. Yay. Oh, he was anonymous something or other before. So, everybody, welcome to the Friday edition of In the News. Demi Jeffries, thank you for becoming a fan. And Anime Kitty, thank you for inviting your fans. So today in the news, we get back to Harvey. Houston is slowly recovering from Harvey. More storm victims have been identified, but about 20 people are still listed as missing. Many school districts are pushing back their start dates by about 2 weeks because of the damage. And there's an article in the oops, I went to the Houston Chronicle. So Houston begins slow climb to recovery as more Harvey victims are found. Oh, they have images. One of 95, showing people recovering, cleaning out. Oh, look at the water. Uh, oh, trash pickup. That's gotta be bad. But you know what? Here's the deal. These are all physical things. Oh my God, cat, don't sit. God. I'm gonna ban you from the desk if you keep sitting in all my stuff. She just, Jinx just came up and sat in the muscles, everybody. Yeah, more than likely a hack, random nature. I don't know. How can you get up in third place uh, when you're not doing anything? Are people really that desperate for entertainment that they'll watch like absolutely nothing? All those tabs. Oops. Take that back. There is something more horrifying. Hush, Becca. Well, it's not like you're planning on eating more. You know what? I will probably, what doesn't get eaten during the broadcast will be eaten afterwards. I mean, can't let it go to waste, right? Little Princess, thank you for inviting your fans. Yeah, it is sad. It's horrible. But, you know, it's just possessions. You know, there are some things that are memories, pictures and stuff like that. I- If they didn't put those up and out of the way, those can't be replaced. But, here's a refrigerator, a stove, they gotta throw all that stuff away. That stuff is replaceable. The beds, the chairs, the clothes. Demi Jeffries, how is this live stream made? But you go to www.younow.com and you click the go live button. Yeah, so these people, look, carpet, yeah, they're lucky that they're alive. They still have a roof over their heads. Some of those that don't, you can start over. It's not going to be the end of the world. It's not a bad life. It's just bad Harvey. So I I feel for them. It sucks, and I'm speaking from experience. I've been there, done that. Iowa has had two 500-year floods in the last 8 years. We've been devastated by it as well. So, Demi Jeffries, thank you for the love. Oh, let's tap that off right now. There we go. Yeah, so as Houston continued its slow recovery Friday, more storm victims were identified and school districts decided to push back start dates due to damage from Hurricane Harvey. Houston ISD schools will remain closed until at least September 11th as district officials continue to clean up and catalog damage at hundreds of campuses. Superintendent Richard Carranza announced Thursday. Fort Bend ISD also announced they would delay school until September 11th. One of the most driest places they're supposed to be. Queen Sonia, thank you for inviting your. Oh, Queen Sonia. So when you troll, it helps if you spell invited correctly. This happened in Texas. Yes, Becca. Not just Houston, but Houston is where they're focusing. But there are a lot of cities along the coast that got hit by Harvey, and I think Harvey moved up into Alabama. Do they still get to graduate at the same time? Yeah, Amber, if they're pushing it back the start of classes a couple weeks, they'll either they won't have as long of holidays as they usually would, or or they'll graduate like 2 weeks later. That's the anniversary of 9/11. Yep. Why is the live stream animated? Demi Jeffries, why not? I don't want that there. All right. So now we can get on to Trump. So President Trump says he's going to donate $1 million of his own money towards hurricane disaster relief in Texas and Louisiana. The president wants the media input on which charities the money should go to. Good job, President Trump. Is Houston Texans player J.J. Watts has raised more than $13 million to help Harvey victims. Ellen DeGeneres even surprised Watts with a $1 million donation on her show. Watts' campaign started Sunday with a goal of only $200,000. Wow. Yes, we're all bots watching him. And why are you in it? Well, it's cute and funny. All of us viewers are animated as well. That's true. I am a red panda, Demi Jeffries, that everybody calls Foxy. It's a nickname. Trump is so mean. For donating $1 million? Shame on him. How dare he? Really? I, Trump still hasn't made good on the million he promised for Hurricane Sandy relief. Trump did something really great. I believe it when he actually gives the money. He did the same to New Jersey and never actually gave a donation. It's over 14 million on JJ Watts. Let's see, this was published yesterday, so it could be more. Yep, cool. I mean, make my people look bad. I want to cuddle. Oh no! I wish I was a koala. I heard the legally fundraising organizations like Red Cross only have to donate 1% of all raised funds. Amber, actually, what they have to donate most foundations, there's a requirement that they have to do 10%. There is actually a list of organizations, the charity organizations, and what they actually spend, what they have in overhead, how much their CEOs get, and stuff like that. I don't remember. I don't remember about the Red Cross, but there are some organizations that are just shyster organizations, and yeah, Dakota, that's the segment right now. I'm doing in the news. So yeah, covering the news. That's what it's all about. So another potentially dangerous storm is already brewing. Hurricane Irma is now a Category 3 storm after picking up strength over the Atlantic. Irma could pose a major threat to the Caribbean and potentially the United States next week. So Texas got hit by Harvey. Irma is gathering strength. Hurricane Irma continued its rapid power grab Thursday, with wind speeds increasing by more than 55 miles per hour since Wednesday to become a major Category 3 storm. In a 5 p.m. advisory, National Hurricane Center forecasters said sustained winds had climbed to 115 miles per hour as the storm headed to the west-northwest at 12 miles per hour. Irma remains in the far east Atlantic, just over 1,700 miles east of the Leeward Islands. Up and down changes in intensity are possible over the next few days, forecasters said, but the storm is expected to remain a major hurricane that could become a Category 4 storm in 4 days. Oh my God, going up to Category 4. Bendrell is here! Hello, Ben. Well, look at the map, Brendan. It's going to be heading into the Caribbean here and then heading up towards Florida. So, what time are you going to end your broadcast? I usually go for an hour and a half. Queen Sonia. And then after the hour and a half, it's just kind of up in the air. It depends on how long the news takes and everything else. So, Ben, we were talking about you. It was all good things, trust me. But people thought that you need to learn a couple more songs. Like one song. I think a new song every week is a little ambitious, but maybe a new song every couple of weeks or like once a month to add to your repertoire. That's what we discussed. But of course, it's your broadcast, and you're definitely blowing me out of the water. So don't pay attention to me. That'd be like the worst thing that you could do. But those were the suggestions some of the Fox Squad had. Take it for what it's worth. Oh, he's gone already? What? Thanks for hanging out, Ben. Watch now. When I get done with the broadcast, I'm going to jump in and watch him, and he's going to want to guest me immediately, and then he's going to want me to take over for him, which I'm not quite sure why, because I just run everybody off. So, President Trump may end a policy that lets undocumented immigrants who were brought into the U.S. as children remain in the country and obtain work permits. The DACA program, Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, was launched in 2012 under President Obama. So Trump is expected to halt Obama's program, but allow some dreamers to stay temporarily. Why are your eyes closed? Well, sometimes they're wide open. Damn, you even got out of your desk for him. I did. That's all right. He's still doing his own broadcast. He's just kind of in and out. President Donald Trump is expected to end an Obama-era program that shielded young people from deportation, but he will likely let the immigrants known as Dreamers stay in the United States until their work permits run out, according to multiple people familiar with the policy negotiation. That plan will allow Trump to fulfill a campaign promise to end one of Barack Obama's signature initiatives, while it also given the president a way to keep the pledge he made after Inauguration Day to treat the Dreamers with great heart. said sources on both sides of the issue who were involved in the discussions.
Bruh.
So that's interesting. You know, whereas Obama wanted to let in anybody and their brother for any reason whatsoever, Trump, and this is what he campaigned on, wants to close the borders and deport people who are here illegally. Now, don't be racist, Brendan. We don't want we don't want the vegan cheetah haters to come in and try and get me banned. I think I have enough issues that I need to worry about without having to worry about them as well. So guess what? Guess what day it is, everybody? Today is Force Friday 2, when Disney launches tons of new toys and gadgets centered on Star Wars: The Last Jedi. They'll be sold at Apple, Walmart, Best Buy, and Target and have the potential to boost sluggish toy sales. Here's a look at the best deals, everybody. When does Force Friday end? So Force Friday 2017 started on Friday, September 1st at midnight. And despite the name of the sale, events last all weekend. There's some serious impressive toys coming out on Force Friday, like this brilliant battle drone. Alright, here, wait, let me get the sound. And let's play this and let's see what the drone looks like or sounds like, whatever. Oh my god, it plays music when you open it up. The Star Wars battle drones boast flying speeds of more than 50 kilometers per hour. Li-Fi technology has been integrated into the drone and enables a new dimension as the Star Wars battle drones allow for live air combat games involving up to 12 people at the same time.
Propel's new Star Wars high-performance battling drones. Now, some of you might be getting a bit of deja vu. These battle drones were released last year, but they were very limited edition, and Propel sold out with them. So what they've done is they've redesigned them and re-released them for Force Friday, which is happening on the 1st September, and it's when we get to see all the great new Last Jedi toys. So what's so special about this battle drone? Well, you'll see for yourself.
Hello, badass lithium Rosabella.
Propel put a fantastic amount of detail into this.
I was on the trending list back then.
You get a display case.
Now I've fallen off.
Which makes some Star Wars noises. Every time you put it back down, it would change the Star Wars noise as well. So that was a bit of dialogue.
Oh, cool.
You also get some music.
You are late, Kay. It's Force Friday, heck yeah.
Case lights up.
Force Friday 2.
And we've got the X-Wing. I'll just quiet it down for a second. Each of the models have been hand-painted. And you can see here there's some battle scars on the X-Wing. You can also get the TIE Fighter Advanced X1, which is Darth Vader's ship. And you can get a Star Wars land speeder as well. The blades aren't actually on it at the moment, but you've got 4 copter blades at the bottom. These blades are meant to be invisible when it's actually in the sky, so it looks like it's just flying.
Wow.
Like that.
Yeah, no, I'm waiting for the price. Be happy.
Replaceable battery. So the battery
goes Stella.
to this top bit here. It's good that it's got a replaceable battery because each of the drone flights will last between 6 to 8 minutes. So you want to replace the battery. So you can
6 to 8 minutes. Wow.
Time in the air there. So you have to put it on charge.
That's not very long.
Minutes. So in the box you get, quite obviously, a training manual. This tells you how to actually use your drone. Extra accessories, which is the propel blades. A couple more little bits there because these things will crash. And when they do crash,
Brendan, thank you for the 50 likes.
Lots of replacements. You can actually go to the website and get replacements for any of the drone bits that go missing when you're out fighting. This is the wall charging battery. It's pretty simple. You get a training, so it just goes up and down like that. You've got a couple of buttons here that you can do 360 flips with the drone, and you can see you've got controls there on the left, right. That's for your speed and things like that as well. You need to put 4 AA batteries in the controller. It is Bluetooth. fight each other out with the infrared sensors underneath acting as lasers. And they're meant to be having battle drone fights up and down the country. But until then, it'll be you and your mate in the back garden. I've been Mark Shaxfield for Tech Radar. Please subscribe.
That's pretty
below.
cool. Battle drone fights. Wow. So I wonder how much. Do they have any prices? So I think I'll put this link in on my YouNow wall. You guys can check this out. It's got a whole bunch of different prices. Look, here's an R2-D2 app-enabled droid by Sphere, $180 or pounds. Another droid, battle drones, mass. It's got all kinds of stuff. That's pretty cool. Get ready for battle. Hey, Jake M. My day's pretty good. How about yours? Happy Friday. Happy Force Friday 2. Oh, this next one's pretty interesting. Felicia, hello, and Steven, thank you for inviting your fans. Somebody gave 50 likes as well, and thank you very much. I watched the whole live stream of Force Friday when The Force Awakens came out. Nice. Okay, those prizes aren't as high as I expected. I know, Kay. I was expecting like a couple hundred more pounds or dollars. Kay, thank you for inviting your fans. So get this, everybody. Oops. I suppose we have to go back to that first. So Amazon has been hit with a class action lawsuit by a couple who says they bought defective solar eclipse glasses, wore them to watch the eclipse, and now have impaired and blurry vision. Amazon recalled the potentially hazardous glasses because it was unable to verify that they'd been manufactured by reputable companies. Alexa, call my lawyer. Oops. Amazon has been hit with a proposed class action lawsuit by a couple who claims defective eclipse glasses purchased through the online retailer damaged their eyes. In a lawsuit filed in federal court in South Carolina on Tuesday evening, Corey Payne and his fiancée, Kayla Harris, said they purchased a 3-pack of eclipse glasses on Amazon in early August, assuming the glasses would allow them to safely view the United States' first coast-to-coast total solar eclipse in this century on August 21st. Later that day, Payne and Harris began to experience headaches and eye watering. In the following days, they developed a vision impairment, including blurriness and distorted visions, the lawsuit said. The couple said they did not look into the sky without wearing the glasses when they viewed the eclipse. Starting on August 10th, Amazon said it began to email customers to issue a recall on potentially hazardous solar eclipse glasses. It was unable to verify its having been manufactured by reputable companies. Amazon did not disclose the scale of the recall or the list of affected vendors. Payne and Harris said they did not receive notice of the recall. They are seeking to represent other customers who never received a warning from Amazon and suffered similar injuries from the company's alleged negligence. Experts cautioned the public to steer clear of unsafe counterfeits flooding the United States in the run-up to the event. While no data exists for how many eclipse glasses were in circulation overall, shady distributors of purportedly solar-safe shades abound the internet. K. Messer James, hello. You just activated your Alexa. Did I really, Marmar? Hey, Marmar. Alexa, dial 911. Alexa, don't cancel that, Alexa. Alexa, stop. Come on, Alexa.
They did the mea culpa. They said they weren't going to.
The fact that people would create counterfeit eclipse glasses is beyond, like, no kid would be happy. But you know what? If you're gonna stare at the sun, I think you should do research on your own and determine whether or not what you're buying is actually, like, reputable. I mean, I just wouldn't take somebody's word for it, but, I mean, that's me. Fox is a nerd. Oh no. What? I am not, Felicia. Hey, Ahmed Masri. Be happy. Thank you for becoming a fan. Marmara. Sorry. Jesse, hello. Of course, they're not going to release a list. That'd make it easier for people to combine and team up on a lawsuit. Exactly. Actually, Amazon, it did warn them a few weeks before they did, but, Amazon said that they emailed out to everybody, and this couple in the lawsuit said they never received an email notice. Brownie, hello. Mackenzie, how are you doing? Oh, you just saw that comment. Wow, Foxy. Ronnie, thank you for inviting your friends. And hello, Felicia. No, I'm sorry. Hello, Mackenzie. I wonder if I can make this a hotkey to make it a little bit easier. So, the Wells Fargo banking scandal is a lot worse than originally thought. The bank says its investigation discovered that bank employees opened 3.5 million unauthorized accounts, 70% more than was first estimated. Wells Fargo earned millions in fake fees. Breakup. Well, let's play this. It's 4 minutes long. Let's just see what this has to say.
Culpa. They said they weren't going to do this again. What, there was rugs they didn't check under?
Rugs they didn't check under is a good way to point it, Vonnie. Yes, Wells Fargo at this point has gone through, re-examined the old accounts that it had looked at before, and then also added going back to 2009, so essentially doubling the amount of time that they looked at. And in doing so, this new review has found, as you said, 3.5 million bogus accounts, 1.4 million more than before.
Thanks, Felicia.
How many accounts does Wells Fargo have in total, deposits taking?
They don't disclose how many, but they looked at in this whole review 165 million.
Okay, so of 165 million, there are now 3.5 million bogus ones. Are they
from that time period?
From that time period. Are they concentrated geographically anywhere?
That's not something that was put in the review today, but we do know from past reporting that a lot of this was really in the West, where Wells Fargo, of course, is based. It's a California bank. A lot of this was happening in Los Angeles, also in Arizona. Texas was another major area. Florida
so this happened, John Stumpf basically lost his job, and, that took a few days. In the beginning, he just came out and there was no way he was going to leave his job. It was going to blow over, so everyone thought. Then he left. Then they got an endorsement again from Warren Buffett, who said, there's people out there making mistakes right now. There's always people making mistakes. White-collar crime will never go away. And now this happens. Does this make a fool of Warren Buffett?
Does it make a fool of Warren Buffett? I think if you looked at it in some ways, maybe there could be an argument he should have known more. I think his first comments about this happened maybe 2 months after it occurred. But at this point, I mean, he told CNBC yesterday, look, when you find one cockroach, you find others.
Well, and that's what he said at the annual meeting too. I mean, I don't mean that it made a fool of him in the sense that he stood up for the bank. I mean, it's making a fool of him in the sense that the management is inadequate if it's only coming out with these findings now.
Wow. That's just unbelievable. The article says, break up big banks, hold more congressional grillings, and don't let up until executives are held accountable. Those are just some of the reactions from U.S. lawmakers after Wells Fargo and Company raised its estimate Thursday by 67% for how many bogus accounts employees may have created. The disclosure that 3.5 million total accounts could have been opened without customer consent set off another round of criticism on Capitol Hill for an embattled lender that has faced scandal after scandal over the past years. The bipartisan attack indicate Congress will have Wells Fargo back in its sight when lawmakers return from their August recess next week. Still, it remains to be seen what the consequences will be for the bank, as its past missteps had led to congressional criticism followed by little action, and lawmakers have a full plate next month trying to cut deals to avoid a government shutdown and raising the debt ceiling. That's just unbelievable. Amanda, thank you for becoming a fan. You know, if if somebody created an account under my name and was charging me money for it, especially on like a monthly basis, I'd be complaining. I sure as hell wouldn't pay them money for these bogus charges. I mean, what's up with that? How could they get away with that? That's just kind of insane to me. I don't know. Uber's new website, Uber Movement, shows how long it takes to get from one part of the city to another based on the day of the week and the time of the day. The data comes from actual Uber trips. The site's purpose is to help city planners figure out how to improve their transit system. Expect lots of road work to be done to break up the congestion outside bars on Saturday nights. Back in January, Uber announced that it's giving urban planners access to a website with traffic data of their cities. Now that website is out of beta and anybody can access it anytime. The Uber Movement website can show you how long it takes to get from one part of the city to another based on the day of the week and the time of the day. People like you and me can consult it for realistic travel times, since its data comes from actual Uber trips. However, its real purpose is to help city officials and partners figure out how to improve their transit system. Now that's pretty cool. But Uber was still tracking you after you got out of their cars and walked away. They were still tracking you. They're little shysters. Hey, Ryan, how are you doing? It is a brilliant idea. It's pretty cool. Darren Entertainment, thank you for the 50 likes. So, this is interesting. Roger Federer surprised the New Yorkers by training for the U.S. Open at the public tennis courts in Central Park. Federer, who narrowly won his first round match in 5 sets, said he needs more time to practice. I don't think I had the preparation I was hoping to get. Roger Federer practiced in Central Park because practice makes Roger Federer perfect. So I guess this is news, huh? While in New York for the 2017 U.S. Open, the 19-time Grand Slam champ stopped by Central Park for a surprise practice session on Wednesday afternoon, citing a lack of preparation after narrowly escaping a 5-set thriller in his first-round match at night earlier. This 36-year-old got right back to hitting. Okay, well, there we go. Good job, Roger Federer. Hey, Bugs on a Rainbow, how are you doing? Oh, this is interesting. So Fox says it will air 6-second commercials during NFL games and other live sports events. They tested the format during the Teen Choice Awards, with some advertisers paying as much as $75,000. That's $12,500 per second. It's like Vine, but with fewer ads. So the YouTube generation and 6-second TV ads. Following YouTube and Facebook, network television has begun implementing 6-second commercials. This marks the first major initiative in commercial length since the introduction of 15-second ads in the mid-1980s. At that time, 30-second ads were the standard commercial length of television, replacing 60-second ads in the early 1970s. By 1985, 30-second ads accounted for 86% of all commercial lengths. You know, I wouldn't mind shorter commercials during football games. That's excellent news. Bugs on a Rainbow is back. Yay! This herbal clean is making me feel high. Is it like a... Never mind, I don't want to know. I, I find this interesting as well. You know, you figured that Prince was a fan of purple. Prince's sister says his favorite color wasn't actually purple. She gave an interview about an upcoming Prince memorabilia auction saying, "The standout piece for me is his orange cloud guitar. It is strange because people always associate the color purple with Prince, but his favorite color is actually orange. I only wanted to see you laughing in the orange rain. Doesn't quite have the same ring to it." Despite Jay-Z's best efforts, no musician has ever fully owned the color, or a color, the way Prince did purple. The hue is practically synonymous with his music, embodying all the sex and fun and mystery of his catalog of classic albums. There's Purple Rain, of course, but also 1999, with its velvet confetti cover, and Indigo Nights, the live album from a decade ago. When Spotify launched a viral campaign to tease the addition of his catalog to their streaming library this year, they simply put a bunch of all purple billboards with no text up in major cities, and people understood exactly what it was supposed to mean. Pantone, too, recently released a Prince-inspired shade of purple, but his favorite color was orange. It's supposed to clean the system, supposed to... Bendro, welcome back. What? No, his favorite color was purple? No, apparently not. Hey, it's a Walmart Wi-Fi girl. Uh-oh, Felicia. Get him. What's a Walmart? It's a super shopping center with really cheap prices. Oh, in this last article, content for mature audiences only. So if you're not mature, Hostess Factory, you probably shouldn't watch this. Let's talk about sex, baby. A new study looks at the most dangerous sex positions. Researchers say doggy style is the most dangerous position because men are at a greater risk of Wait, what? Because men are at a greater risk of suffering a broken penis. An expert offers advice to help make sex as safe as possible. Sex is a great way to get the pulses racing, but don't get too carried away. Mid-romp heart attacks are 4 times more deadly than those suffered during less intimate physical activity. The reason lies in the couple's fear of embarrassment at one or both of them being seen naked, which research shows leads to delay in them calling for help. Oh no. Only 1 in 8 patients survived a heart attack during lovemaking, compared to half of those whose tickers failed during exercise or sports. Hostess broke his brain. So missionary, there's a potential of back pain for the woman. Hold on, cat. I know, right? Because you just can't be in the way. So for missionary position, there's a danger of potential back pain for the woman if her back is not supported, and an uncomfortable entry angle can also be painful. Risk of a broken penis from over thrusting. I'll, I'll just make this a link available. Missionary position, standing, straddle, doggy, cowgirl, wheelbarrow, kneeling, and yogi. Those positions are best avoided. Here's a recent retweet. Carrots are a great thing to eat when you're hungry and want to stay that way. Technically, she fractured it. Oh, she fractured his brain? There goes every position. No, not all of them be happy. Just the more popular ones. So that, everybody, was today's segment of In the News. Yeah, it wasn't kinky at all. I don't know, is that what we should be talking about? I mean, that's just what I'm thinking. Hey, JW, welcome. So, everybody, that was today's episode of In the News. Oh, I didn't think my line before the fracture thing showed. I don't think it did either, Kay. I was trying to say that the girl I knew broke her man's wee-wee. What? You can't fracture it. Okay, you can't fracture it. There are no bones in a men's wee-wee. Yeah, I can see wee-wee, Kay. There are no bones in the human male anatomy. It's all tissue that fills up with blood. It's like a balloon, Kay. What? Then you can't break it. You can't fracture it. But you can tear it. Like the balloon would pop. Or you pull a muscle. You think women had problems. Maybe it was a sprain then. There's not. They're not fractured, torn. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Or pulled. Or sprained. It was it black and blue for a while? That would suck, wouldn't it? OMG. Welcome to Sex Ed with Foxy. Could you imagine taking a doctor's note to work, or worse yet, being in school? I can't participate in PE, and I've got a doctor's note because I've got a pulled muscle. Everyone just saying broke it because the shorthand is funny to say. I know. I thought well, that's right, be happy. And when it does, that's when it breaks. That's when you tear things. That's when it hurts. So everybody, if I do broadcast tonight, I just want to let you know it's going to be really late. I mean, like it would be really, really late. It depends on when I get home from the show, because I'm going to go see Lucky Logan tonight. So I'm going to see another movie. Um, it didn't open last night because apparently it's not that big of a movie. But I do want to go see it because it does look to be funny. So I'm going to go see... no, they don't. Be happy. No, what they do have to do, though, is refrain from getting excited. Well, in your case, the smallest, biggest Woody Hostess Factory. Can we watch two Fox? No, I, I wouldn't be able to stream the movie. I would get in trouble for that. Mathness, hello. And considering, so you guys, the McGregor Merriweather fight, that was like what, on a Friday night or a Saturday night? Ryan P, thank you for the 50 likes. When it was going on, I got onto YouNow, and I swear there must have been like 20 or so people broadcasting the fight, and it's a pay-per-view fight. It was a pay-per-view fight. So I dusted off the old report button and started reporting them for broadcasting copyrighted material. There was an entire hashtag for the fight, and there must have been, I think there was like 8 people in there. And I'm like, what? You know, the trust and safety team is so vigilant about enforcing the YouNow terms of service, right? How? They let the entire fight be broadcast by all those people. So I just started going, I went into hashtag guys and just went through the loop and report, copy and paste, copy and paste. And then I went into girls, did the same thing. And then I saw there was a whole hashtag in there. And so I went to the first person and I'm like, what the hell's going on, you now? There's a whole hashtag of people rebroadcasting this pay-per-view fight. It's like, wake up. I can't get broken wee-wees out of my mind. I don't know what to tell you, be happy. Grab a tissue, go into the bathroom, take care of it, and then come back. How about that? I looked it up, and apparently they do call it a penile fracture. Isn't that interesting? Will you now let me say penile? I don't think it will, okay? Apparently that's not as bad. You know, what I found interesting, last Sunday, Devin Corwin did not get on to Omegle, and he did not spend an hour looking for porn. So we're calling them wee-wees. Okay, it does let you say or type penile. Oh, for cat, really? Oh my god, here. Alright. No, lay down. Hello? Is it Carrie? See, you stopped showing it. Kararos, hello? They're wee-wees now because YouNow doesn't allow the P word or the C word. Okay, so we call them Panellis? Earth Daughter, hello! Kararos, Carrie, thank you for inviting your fans. Mr. Johnson, thank you for the 50 likes as well. So, everybody that's new, just to let you know, I do broadcast Monday through Friday at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. I also try to do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday broadcast at 6:30 p.m. as well. Um, Sometimes there are things that come up that interfere with the evening broadcasts, and I try to push things back if I can. Other times, it just gets canceled. But for the most part, the morning broadcasts are what I do. Um, if you click on my name, I do have my Instagram, my Twitter, and YouTube associated with my YouNow account. So you click on my name, it shows the little icons. You can click on those, and it allows you to follow directly from there, or you can go to those accounts and follow it as well. You've got tiny corn dogs, Brendan. What? Carrie, thank you for the 400 likes. Good looking panda with a nickname of Foxy. See, so they call me Foxy because my original YouNow broadcast name was Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. You think Hostess is drunk? No, he's just being himself, Felicia. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot is a military phonetic for WTF, W Whiskey T Tango F Foxtrot. And we all know WTF stands for What the Fox. And it was kind of my little inside joke when people saw me come in, they'd say, "Hey, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot," and they were actually saying, "Hey, what the fox?" And I'd giggle and laugh, and it was funny. But it was a really long name, and as humans are wont to do, they shortened it and gave me the nickname of Foxy. So that's how that all came to be. Foxy can have my corn dog in his mouth, and you can no, Brendan, stop. CC in a Spyro onesie. Thank you for becoming a fan. Kate, shh. That may or may not be a leftover account that may or may not just come in to use free spins. But I can neither confirm nor deny that. CC and a Spyro, thank you for inviting your fans. What do I have to do to be a guest? Okay, fine, here, guest. Everybody cross your fingers, cross your toes, pray to the inner gods that Dakota has good Wi-Fi and that YouNow likes him. Alright, woohoo, yay! Alright, there we go. Whew. That was... Oh, and you have to have a riddle. Sometimes. I hope, Dakota, that satisfied your need to guess. Well, Fox, you want to see my... No, hostess, I do not want to see your corn dog. So, there... Just a pet peeve. Nothing will get you guested less than begging to be guested all the time. Does that make sense? You know, so it says going live. Well, you showed up and then I dropped you. That was your like 1 second of guesting. It probably broke. But the point I'm trying to make is, if you come in and just say guest me, 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 guess what? I'm probably not going to guest you. You know, there's a function. You get in the guest queue. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but when I see that, if it fits into my show, because unlike the Just Bob show, I don't do a lot of guesting. Ben the Taco John's like, hey, Carrie. All right, so I have to show you guys this. I went to Burger King last night, and I ordered a double Whopper with cheese, no pickles. And let me show you. Here, let me get it all set up. Corky, thank you for inviting your fans.
No.
So take a look at this. Here's the receipt. Right, it's kind of hard to see, but it says double Whopper, cheese, no pickles. Okay. Dakota, thank you for inviting your fans. All right, here is my double Whopper. Notice the single patty. Hello. No cheese and pickles. They charged me for a double Whopper with cheese, no pickles, but they gave me a single Whopper. Thank you very much. And I also got a 10-piece chicken nugget, and I ate the 10-piece chicken nugget while I was driving home 30 miles away. Ugh, I hate watching YouNow on my laptop. Headphones are revealing too much. Gringo Mesquite, thank you for becoming a fan. Yeah, that deserves whoever sacked this, whoever made this, deserves to be paid $15 an hour for sure. I mean, come on. It's not that difficult. This is what your job is. You read what the item says and you put it in the sack. How difficult is that? How hard can that be? Selena, thank you for becoming a fan. I've been to Burger King 3 times, and each time they have screwed up something on my order. No, hostess, it wasn't hard to press the buttons. Both receipts that I got on the bag and handed to me when I paid said double cheeseburger or double Whopper with cheese, no pickles. But that's not what they gave me. SpongeBob can make a better burger. Well, I'm just a little pissed. And luckily, I'm going back tonight to watch another movie. And I'm going to have to go early so I can go there and throw the patty on their counter and slap it down and just be pissed. Burn them at the stakes. Well, so on the receipt, they've got this deal that you go to the website and you can complete a survey. And I think I wrote like 2 paragraphs on why I wasn't satisfied. So I'm going to get a free Whopper from that survey. And I'm going to demand that they refund my entire meal, the chicken nuggets and the burger. And I'm never going to go back to them again. I mean, it's not that difficult. And I should have, but how do you, so I should have checked my order, but how do I, you're in the drive-through. Do I sit there and pull out every item and open it up and check to make sure that they've done it right? Yeah, what the fox is this? You call this a double Whopper? But I think it's to the point that that's what I'm going to have to do. Going through the drive-through at Taco John, they screw up my order like 3/4 of the time. So I'm just gonna. Well, first of all, I'm not going back to Burger King. I guess I will. I have to go to Hardee's, and they've got an Arby's there in town. I'll go to them and get my fast food. But I mean, come on. And there were four people at Burger King all standing up near the drive-through window, all fussing around with stuff. It's like, I, I just don't understand it. But it's frustrating, you know what? Get the meat mountain at Arby's. What the hell is that? The woes of the fast food life. I know. But you know what? I mean, is it unreasonable for me to expect to get what I paid for? I mean, that's not unreasonable, is it? Yeah, El Chapo, we don't have an In-N-Out. I mean, I just want what I paid for. This is what you're offering. Here's the value, the money amount for this item that you are providing. I mean, it's not like I begged you to do something that, that isn't what you offer. Is actually less than what you offer because I didn't want pickles. So, I mean, that's not difficult, is it? You make them every hour of the day that you're open. So how difficult is it to make it without a specific item when it's listed on a receipt? You look at the screen and it tells you what not to put on it. What's wrong with pickles? I just don't like the vinegary, the flavor. I don't know. And here's the bad thing, Kay. I had this pickle taste in my mouth for a couple hours afterwards after I ate it. It wouldn't go away. Yeah, I don't eat a lot of pickles either, Art. I don't necessarily think that they're slimy. It just, it's they're brined in vinegar and it's a really strong vinegary taste. I mean, it's overpowering for me. Now, like sweet pickles, that's fine. I can eat those. But just regular dill pickles, it's an overpowering flavor for me. Yeah, nobody else listens to me, Carrie. To be quite honest, I didn't expect you guys to listen either. I mean, it's not like you're a captive audience or anything, but I do appreciate you guys listening to me vent. Just my weekly woes of drive-through theatrics. Thank you for the 50 likes. I know it's funny. It's like, it's like they've got like a list or something. And they're like, oh my god, here's this guy again. Let's just screw him over. Yeah, I'm gonna rip the doors open. I'm gonna push them open hard and, slam them against the doorstop and walk up and just slam the bag down onto the counter and say, I demand to speak to the manager or the owner. Pepper spray him. I want the name of that fool that cooked my burger last night. I'm gonna find out where he lives. I'm gonna teach him. He's gonna learn to never mess with me when I order a double whopper again. Play funeral music. No, because it's a Force Friday. I'm gonna play the Darth Vader Death March. How about that? But I'm from a small Nebraska town that has Taco John. Carrie, we have a Taco John drive-through. We have a Burger King drive-through, but I don't really count that because not a lot of people go to the Burger King because they like to put plastic in their sundaes. And then we have a McDonald's that's part of a gas station, not even a full McDonald's. That's our drive-through options. That's why I go out of town. uh, That's why I have to go out of town to go to drive through places like that. You live in Texas? Hopefully you're not getting flooded. What a fancy place to live. What? Not here by choice, heck yeah. Alright, everybody. I do have to go. Um, it has been fun. Like I said, I'm gonna try. I don't know how long the movie's gonna last, and if the manager's there, we're probably gonna chat for a while. No, I'm north of the way. Alright, that's good, Karen. I don't know how late I'll be. If I'm not back home too late, I might broadcast, but 5 more minutes? How come? How much coke have you taken? Why? Do you want some? How much coke have you taken? You can tell if I take a lot of coke, because it really has an effect on me when I take a lot of coke.
I usually talk like this. But because I'm not talking like this,
Then that means I haven't taken a lot of coke. Does that make sense? So, Felicia, how come 5 more minutes? I have taken too much drugs. Marv, no, Mercav, I'm high on life. I eat fermented berries, and that's about as far as we go. And I'm more of a Mountain Dew than a Coke. Oh, because you said so? You know
You
how
don't own me. I'm not just one of your many toys. You don't own me. Don't say I can't go with other boys. Don't tell me what to do, and don't tell me what to say.
So, apparently, that Mountain Dew Rules 2018 was actually Bad Karma. And Bad Karma is someone that I banned a few months ago. Just because he likes to cause drama and problems. Do you like the furry? The furry life is the life for me. I knew you were gonna do that.
Why you being a dickhead for?
Did you know that I was gonna do that? Yep, that was him impersonating your friend. Food drink challenge today, Dave. It was a fishy can. Thank you, Markov. We did a lot of muscles. No, not muscles, just muscles. I knew it was him. By the way, let Wiki get his actual account banned. Yeah, I didn't know it was him. Why didn't you guys say something? If you said it was Bad Karma, I would have banned him a long time ago. So we had a few muscles. He did the same to Sinestor. Yeah, I think Sinestor was saying that. What do you think about the Dark Polo gang? What is that? I mean, I feel sorry for the guy. It's too bad that, yeah, I think he could get more attention if he actually, just had, like, normal participation. I love those canned mussels. They're a little mushy. They've been soaking in the oil too long, I think. Oh, I don't know. I don't think I'll ever do smoked oysters. Oysters got too much of a fishy taste for me. Brad Nathan, welcome. Winky said he has a few accounts. He probably does. I mean, the trolls usually do. And, they come a dime a dozen. What do you think about the Dark Polo gang? Well, so I just Googled them. Uh, I have no thoughts. I don't know who they are, so I can't really comment. Just got back. Please re-eat everything I missed. Alright, let me throw it back up. Uh, Stick a finger down my throat. I'll throw it up and re-eat it. How's that sound? Random nature. So the Dark Polo gang, it looks like they do music. I don't know. Is it just like the Team 10? I don't know anything about them, so kind of hard to make any comments. Yeah, they're singing in a foreign language, so I still can't comment. Sorry. Well, the oysters, they look the same. Oh, and Bad Karma told Winky he hopes Brittany's baby dies and comes out with blood. Yeah, see, Bad Karma just, I don't, it's sad that that's the only kind of attention that he appears to be able to bring to himself. I don't know. Poppy, hello. Do you want to marry me? Mercav, do you have lots of money? If you have lots of money, sure, why not? If you can be my sugar mama. That's why he got his account banned. Yeah, 'cause, something like that's not appropriate. Okay, Felicia, it's been 5 minutes. Everybody, I do have to go. I hope you laughed and smiled more than you scowled and you frowned. Uh, I hope I made you giggle and laugh at least a little bit, at least once during my broadcast. Fox is my sugar daddy. Thanks, Felicia. I hope you guys have a good day. I hope you have a good weekend. It is Labor Day weekend for us, so it's a 3-day weekend here in the United States. I think Canada as well. I don't know if you guys have any kind of celebration like that anywhere else in the world, but we have a long 3-day weekend. So you guys have a good weekend. For us, the weather, at least here in Iowa, is supposed to be pretty good. So it should be a good weekend. Um, I'm glad you guys all came out and spent time with me. You know, let me see where. So Ben Drell is in first place. Why don't you guys all stop in, and if you haven't fanned him, fan him up, help him get to his goal of 5,000 fans. Say hi, let him know that Foxy says hi, let him know that you came from me. And you don't have to stay, but yeah, just help him out. Give him some support. Ask him to sing a song for you. He's just starting out, but he's got a good voice. Um, can play the guitar. Actually has a little bit of talent, unlike some of the other F-boys that are on here. So show him some love and support if you would. So you guys take care. Thank you for coming and hanging out, and I will see you guys all when I see you. Bye-bye, Felicia. You guys take care, and you guys stay foxy.